Hello, everyone. This is C. Smith-Rea from the Goddess Frequency, and also I'm known as Grand Madame on YouTube. I want to talk to you today about emotional triggers. And the reason I want to talk to you about that is because I've been experiencing them 3 days straight in a row. And they have finally hit me earlier this morning on my birthday when I was supposed to wake up elated and anxious to celebrate my life, but instead I was going down into a tailspin, an emotional spiral downward. Now, I've been around long enough to know, and I've been into holistic healing long enough to know that I am to do what? Pull myself out of that downward spiral. Do my breathing techniques, go into my meditations. And that's what I did. This morning, I started my day off with a special ritual to my ancestors. I wanted them to share in my big day and give them gratitude, to say thank you, especially to mom and dad for agreeing to allow me to come into this world and fulfill my mission. Okay? While I was doing that, that's when the triggers hit again. And they hit me like a profound loss that felt like a punch to my gut that extended all the way up into my heart space. Luckily, they were there to help me get it through. But also, I knew how to pull myself back from there. I did the breathing techniques. I did go into a meditation, and this is what I found out about me. The emotions that were coming up were triggered by a criticism. And that small criticism was something like, this water bottle wasn't clean enough. I can see where I had juice in this before, and Ma, I want you to clean this up and do it perfect, do it perfectly. My words. But Ma, the words were, wash this bottle out, Ma. I can taste some of the ginger and the juice at the top. Okay. You know where that came from, right? When people are sick, sometimes they are super critical. And so, came downstairs, washed the bottle out the old-fashioned way. Rag in the bottle. Soap, all kinds of stuff. To make sure that this bottle was spotless. No water stains whatsoever on the bottle. Okay. Everything was fine. The bottle was clean. I was going down an emotional spiral I'd never even recognized before. Feelings of inadequacy came up. I felt that I was not enough. I felt that all the love I was given was rejected and thrown back in my face. I felt empty. I felt alone. I felt abandoned. Okay? I felt that I had done so much in my life, and all I got for it was basically dismissed as though I were a piece of garbage, just tossed. Those were actual feelings I was having. I'm putting words to my feelings. And as I analyzed it, I realized that wasn't true at all. Not even an inkling of it was true. But I had heard it long enough from significant people in my life, especially those who love to say everything you do is wrong, this is wrong, and that is wrong. Daily doses of that over time can make you feel inadequate. And I had to stop and think, wait a minute. This isn't right. So what I did was, in my meditation, something said, reframe them. Each feeling, reframe them. And that's what I did. But I not only reframed each feeling I had, I refuted it. When the feeling came that I was inadequate or not good enough, I said, hold it, stop. But I am. Yes, I am. And in some areas, I am more than enough. And to keep it perfectly honest, sometimes I am just too much. Okay? On the feelings of being abandoned, I'm not alone. Even my ancestors showed up. I've been receiving messages from friends, messages of love. At the point where I sat down and basically in awe of what I discovered about myself, because to be point blank and honest, I thought I resolved all that 40, 50 years ago. Stop counting. Okay? And what I had done was just repress them, let it go, we call it. Get over it. No, you don't get over it. What happens is that it just sits back in your subconscious and waits to be activated again, which is why I refuted it and then I reframed it. I told myself I was loved and I named the people who loved me. So I was not abandoned, especially the ancestors. You know, they came on strong with that. I didn't want to offend them. As far as being inadequate, I'd done certain things before. But all this came back from childhood, a bad marriage, and a career of underachievement. And that's what it was, underachievement. Because I had literally sabotaged myself with feelings of inadequacy, of not being enough, of going along to get along, just to seek approval so that I would not be abandoned. Okay? And that does not work. Right? So, what I did with each feeling, I just refuted it. I'm just winging it right about now, folks. So, I don't know if I'm repeating myself or not. Sometimes I think I am. But for the feelings of, I would just repeat it, of abandonment, I can identify and list those who love me, that I know who love me. For the inadequacy, I just remembered my accomplishments and my training and my studies. There were other emotions I can't remember right about now. I refuted those too. But I still felt kind of blah. Not until I decided to format my thoughts and share them with you did I get a big surprise. Now, all this started this morning Eastern Time at 11:56. By 11:59, my daughter yelled down at me, Ma, your birthday gift is hanging on the front door. I'm like, what? So I hopped up, went out, 2 bags, there they were. Things I really appreciated and really will be enjoying, okay? And there are more on the way, so I've been told. 12. Someone comes through the door with another 2 gifts that we enjoy together. 12:01. Someone's calling my name. My neighbor is calling me, and she presents me with another gift. At the same time, there's another neighbor hollering for me across the street who's wishing me my birthday blessings. Okay? All that in 3 to 4 minutes occurred after I made the decision to share this with you, this information I have learned about myself and about triggers and how they can ruin you, how they can stop you from reaching your blessings, how they can stop you from manifesting, how your own personal fears and beliefs about yourself can trigger you and cause you to make poor choices and decisions. So, on that note, I promised the universe I would do it. Now, I didn't do it exactly when I said I was do it because, as I said before, the gifts were coming in, the calls were coming in, the blessings were coming in off of social media, everywhere. My sister said, "What do you mean nobody has contacted you to tell you happy birthday? Look at all of this." Yeah, and I turned my phone off. I was really in a mood, people, but I'm fine now because I have identified my triggers. And these triggers have been hounding me 3 days straight, which is quite interesting. They wanted to get my attention. So now that I do believe I have my triggers under control. Now, let me say this. I'm not this sure, but I'm not 100%. But I'm not letting the triggers go, the emotional triggers go. I am aware of what triggers me. I acknowledge what triggers me. And I know how to deal with what triggers me. We're told we can get over certain things. I've lived long enough to see, no, honey, you don't get over it. You just learn to live with it. And that's my choice right about now. Okay? So I hope this information helps you. And now I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day or until I'm triggered again with something new. Okay? This is C. Smith Ray. I'm wishing you much love. And I hope this experience I had can help you.